welcome back. Today is a big day. We're doing a couple of things. We're working through the Baroque Conservatory of Music, Celebrate Theory, Level 2, and we're working in Unit 3, but there's a couple of things to do today that are a little bit bigger, but kind of fun. I think you'll enjoy it. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to go through some simple time signatures, but we're going to work on pulses. Now, you might have noticed that in some music you hear stronger and weaker beats in the music, and that's exactly what we're going to talk about today. So I'm just going to take you to crescendo. Give me a second to share the page. And I just need the treble clef today. So I'll keep that over there while we're working through this. The first time signature I have up is 4/4 time. Now in 4/4 time, you're going to feel a pulse, a natural pulse in this music. I'm just going to put some notes down here. Any notes will do for right now. Okay, and then bar line. And let's do one more bar here. Don't know what this will sound like. I'm not playing it. There's text. Okay, so what we want to talk about is the strong and weak pulses. So in 4/4 time, we're going to see a natural pulse of, and I'm going to put an S because that's what they want you to do for a strong pulse. Strong. The next beat is going to be, we'll put a W for a weak beat. The third beat is considered medium. And then the next beat is going to be weak again. So again, when we start the fresh bar, you're going to see a strong pulse, a weak pulse, medium, and then weak. So as you're playing in 4/4 time, which is considered quadruple meter, you're going to feel a strong, weak, medium, weak, strong, weak, medium, weak. So that is our pulse in quadruple meter time. So let's change this now. I'll just delete these. And let's change our time signature. So I'm just going to scroll down and get a different time. Oh, let's do 3/4 time. 3/4 time is kind of false. It's a waltz time. And we'll have a bar line up there. Let's do 3 more notes. There we go. And then it'd be a bar line. So looking at the pulse in 3/4 time, you're going to have a strong beat. And then the last 2 beats are going to be weak. Set that. Another weak beat. Set. And we'll just do one more bar. We start at strong again on the next beat 1. All beat 1s are strong. Beat 2 and 3 are going to be weak. So you feel that in waltzes, a strong, weak, weak, strong, weak, weak. So that is our pulse for 3/4 time. And 3/4 time is considered a triple meter. Okay, and then the last simple time signature that you need to do for this grade level is 2/4 time. So let's grab a different time signature. And I'm just going to use quarter notes because I want to feel each pulse right now. And I want you to see each beat. And get my text up. So in this time, it's just strong and weak on beat 2. Strong, weak. There's one more bar, strong, and then you have weak. Okay. And 2/4 time is considered duple meter. It's popping up. Duple meter. Now, what happens, let's say, I'm going to take this note away and I'm going to do a half note. And then there'd be a bar number. And then I would have, let's say there's 2 quarter notes happening. When I'm writing out my strong weak beat, even though there's one note, I'm still going to put strong. And when you label it, the weak beat would be there. No, there's no note there. You're just holding. But when they ask you to put the strong and weak, medium weaks, or the pulses underneath where the accents will be, you're still going to write them in even if you're holding a note. They're going to be written in where you would naturally feel them on that beat. And then you have 2 quarter notes here, so you do your strong and your weak beat. So what if, I'm just going to change this now. What if instead of just long notes, I got a half note here, what if I do 8th notes and then I have a quarter note? How are we going to put the pulse in for that? So for the long note, you have strong and you'll have weak, knowing that there's a beat 2 there. For the 8th note, you have strong, but this other part of the 8th note doesn't land on a main beat. So you're not going to write anything under that note. You're going to skip and go to beat 2 and put your weak beat in. So no matter what meter you're in, quadruple meter, triple meter, duple meter, if there's a note that comes on the half of a beat, finishes off a main beat. You do not put your accents underneath. You just put your accents on the main beats, depending on your time signature. Okay, so I'm going to take you over to page 29. Now, page 29, you're going to be marking in some of your pulses, but they also go into numbering the beats. So in this unit as well, if they ask you to number the beats in each measure, so I'm just putting a few notes down here. Oh, let's end on my half note. My text. So actually numbering the beats, this is not writing in accents. You're going to write in, that's beat number 1. You're looking in 2/4 time. That means that you're looking for 2 beats in the bar, and the 4 at the bottom indicates that the quarter note is getting the beat. I've gone through this more extensively in previous videos. You can grab those as well. So this is a bit of a review for this unit. Beat 2 comes in on the next quarter note, and we have a bar line, so you start counting at beat 1 again. The quarter, whoops, press capital. Quarter note gets beat 1. This quarter note gets beat 2, and your half note gets beat 1 and 2. Because in half note, you'll find 2 quarter notes, and we're looking for the quarter note getting the beat, so you get beats 1 and 2. Now, let's just change this, and I'm going to change time signatures again. Let's go back to your 4/4 time, and I'll just write a few bars in here in 4/4 time. Let's do quarter note, add some 8th notes, and another. Oh, let's do quarter. And then we have a bar line, and end on, there we go. So grabbing my text again, we're looking at the time signature. The top number is 4, so you want 4 beats in every bar. The bottom number is 4, so you're looking for the quarter note on getting each of those beats. So our first note is a half note, and we know that there are 2 quarter notes in a half note. So you're going to label beats 1 and 2. Now we're looking for beats 3 and 4. Here's another half note. Beats 3 and 4, and there's our 4 beats. Next bar, we have beat 1 on the quarter, but now we're looking at 8th notes. How many 8th notes are in a quarter? There are 2 8th notes in 1 quarter. So beat 2 is going to land on this 8th note. And then you're going to move over to the next group of 8th notes for your beat 3, 2 8ths again equal 1 quarter. Beat 4, we see a full quarter there. And now we have a whole note. In a whole note, there are 4 quarters in 1 whole. It's kind of like math. So right there we have beats 1, 2, 3, and 4 to make up our 4 beats. So in this unit, please be careful when we have half beats, watching where you place those main counts. And if you had any questions about your accents, measuring those accents, strong, weak, medium beat in your different duple, quadruple, and triple times, please let me know. Otherwise, that's going to take you through one of the main parts of Unit 3. After this, you're just going to see some music analysis, and please catch a previous video where I talked to you about following the questions that they might have in the unit for analyzing music and how to find those answers. If you need any help with that as well, please feel free to message me. Otherwise, be sure to subscribe because we are moving on to Unit 4 for the next video. Thanks so much for joining me.